So can you tell me a little bit about how you came to choose the Kuahiwi in the valley?
Well, how long ago we met? We met through Dan how many years ago? 2, 3 years ago? Yeah. You know, a long time ago when I was at the canoe house, we used to buy from Rick Abine. Yeah, and he's a really, really good guy, and you know, he supplied us for the longest time with his ground beef until they moved. So, and we always wanted to go back to the Big Island. At one time, we had North Shore Cattle Company, we had Maui Cattle Company, and to do a Big Island beef is a natural. You know, we used to have like a dish that had 3 different kinds of beef on the same plate, and nowhere else can you try 3 different kinds of meat from three different islands at the same time and compare. Yeah.
That's true.
And then you know, Rick left the islands, and so we've always wanted to like go back to the Big Island, and Dan introduced us, and it's more about I really love their beef. You know, even the ground beef. You know, you chew on the ground beef. You know, it tastes like you're eating a steak, and that's what it should be.
Huh.
And so the product speaks for itself. And, you know, they work hard. You gotta love what you do, right? And it shows in your product. It shows in your beef and your animals. And so it's really our pleasure to be having their beef on our menu.
Oh, so can you tell me a little bit about your beef and what makes it so good?
You want to talk?
Yeah?
The reason why we raised it like this is trying to get away from the animal compassion beef. Plus, trying to get something different from what the normal mainland beef is produced. That's why we feed on, we grow animals to about 18 months of age before they are slaughtered. Because anything before that, you don't have the beef flavor. And by adding the barley and the corn like a range-fed animal, you can have a consistent flavor, you know, throughout the year. And if we get a drought, which sometimes our ranch has, we can continually producing by feeding just a little bit more corn and barley.
Oh.
But we're always shooting for the beef flavor, which I think the beef flavor has been lost in our industry.
Yeah. Now I noticed when I ate your beef tonight, it had a very distinct flavor compared to the other patty.
Yeah. That's what we try to shoot for. And try to maintain tenderness and everything else. Should go with a, you know, proper beef.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank you.
You were, I had a hard time describing how the beef tasted, and you're telling me how a customer came up to you at the farmer's market.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I sell our beef at farmers markets on the Big Island, and it's very interesting to hear their response after they've tried our beef. And I get all kinds of responses. One of the most common is people just say it tastes really beefy, which might seem obvious, but you know, that's something that they really value, that they should have beef that tastes beefy. And one of the ones that I really treasure the most is I had a person come up to me, and they were looking at my beef for a couple of weeks, and finally bought some. And the next week came back to me and said, "I hate you." I said, "What? Why do you hate me?" And he said, "Because I'm a vegetarian, and now I love your beef so much, I don't want to be a vegetarian anymore." So that was kind of almost a peak moment for me. Almost. But getting back to your question about like, what is the one word that would describe how our beef tastes, I've kind of been hearing a lot, and some people will say it tastes really sweet as well, and I've heard that quite a bit.
Yeah, I have to agree. Okay, well thank you very much. We really enjoyed our dinner here tonight. And best of luck to you. Thank you.